let's talk about something most aspiring creators don't want to hear. You can have the best ideas, the most passion, and put in the most hours, and your channel can still remain invisible. It's not a conspiracy. It's not a matter of luck. The reality is that growth on a platform like YouTube is a predictable outcome of a specific sequence of decisions. When this sequence is ignored, effort feels wasted. When it's followed, growth becomes an almost mathematical certainty. I have seen this pattern unfold across hundreds of channels, both those that explode onto the scene and those that fade into obscurity. The difference between them isn't talent or budget, it's methodology. Today, I'm going to share that methodology with you. I call it the foundational sequence, a 6-phase process that moves from internal clarity to external execution. This isn't about a single viral video. This is about building a channel that attracts and retains an audience from its very first day. We start not with a camera, but with a map. The first and most critical phase of the foundational sequence is what I term strategic intent. This is the deep, internal work that happens before you ever hit record. It is the process of defining not just what you will talk about, but why you are the one to talk about it and who you are talking to. Many creators skip this, choosing topics based on fleeting trends or vague personal interest. This leads to a fundamental misalignment. Strategic intent requires you to perform a triangulation exercise. First, identify your zone of authentic knowledge or passion, what you genuinely understand or are driven to learn. Second, research the observable, sustained interests of a specific audience. What questions do they consistently ask? What problems do they have that aren't being fully solved? Third, analyze the competitive landscape to find the gaps between what is being offered and what that audience still needs. The intersection of these 3 points, your authentic zone, a clear audience need, and a visible content gap, is your strategic intent. It is your channel's unique coordinates in a vast digital universe. Without it, you are broadcasting without a frequency. With it, every piece of content you create has a predefined destination and purpose. This clarity becomes the filter for every decision you make, from video topics to thumbnails, saving you from the exhausting cycle of random creation. With your strategic intent defined, you move to the second phase, competitive intelligence. This is not about copying others. It is about learning from the collective successes and failures of every creator who has walked the path before you. Your competitors are, ironically, your greatest teachers. This phase involves a disciplined, almost academic, analysis of 2 key groups within your niche. First, study the established, successful channels. Do not just watch their popular videos. Deconstruct them. Why did this specific thumbnail compel a click? How does the script structure information in the opening minute to secure retention? What emotional or logical payoff does the video deliver that makes viewers comment and share? Take detailed notes on their mechanics, not to replicate, but to understand the principles at work. Second, and just as importantly, analyze the channels that are struggling or have become inactive. Here, you're conducting a forensic audit. What is the disconnect? Is it a presentation style that fails to build connection? Are the thumbnails visually confusing? Does the title promise something the content doesn't deliver? These channels reveal the invisible tripwires and dead ends you must avoid. Competitive intelligence transforms the marketplace from a scary arena of rivals into an open-source library of proven data. It tells you what signals the audience in your niche responds to, and which ones they ignore. Armed with strategic intent and competitive intelligence, you now enter the third phase, launch architecture. This is the meticulous planning of your channel's first critical impression on the world. The initial videos of a new channel are not just content, they are signals. They tell the platform's algorithm who you are and who might care. Therefore, your first 5 videos should be treated as a coordinated campaign. They should be deliberately chosen to accomplish 3 goals. First, they must clearly demonstrate your strategic intent, immediately signaling your niche to both viewers and the algorithm. Second, they should be designed to have a high potential for audience satisfaction, topics that are either perennially useful or tap into a current, genuine curiosity. Third, they should showcase the range of value you can provide, establishing your authority and approach. This is not the time for experimental or overly broad content. Each video is a building block, constructing a coherent identity. Before filming a single frame, you should have a clear plan for these 5 videos, including their core value proposition, target keyword, and how their success will feed into the next. This launch architecture provides the initial momentum, the crucial first push that gets the flywheel of discovery beginning to turn. This brings us to the pivotal fourth phase, algorithmic partnership. The platform's recommendation system is not an enigmatic god to be worshipped or feared. It is a matching engine designed to connect viewer interest with creator content. Your job is not to beat the algorithm, but to communicate with it clearly so it can make accurate matches. This communication happens through what I call explicit signaling. Every element of your video's metadata, the title, description, tags, and thumbnail, is a signal you are sending. A vague or contradictory signal leads to poor matches. A clear, consistent signal leads to perfect ones. Your title should state the core topic and viewer benefit using the language your audience searches for. Your description should expand on this, providing context and using related keywords naturally. Your thumbnail must be a visual echo of the title's promise, creating a cohesive message. Most importantly, you must understand the algorithm's primary success metric, viewer satisfaction. It measures this through watch time, retention, likes, and comments. Therefore, your primary creative focus should shift from getting views to creating a satisfying viewing experience. When you structure your content to deliver on its promise efficiently and engagingly, you generate positive satisfaction signals. The algorithm detects these signals and interprets them as proof that your content is valuable, prompting it to show your video to more people with similar interests. You are not gaming a system. You are proving your value to a partner whose goal is to keep users happy. The fifth phase addresses the physical and psychological container for your work, production sanctuary. The quality of your thought and strategy can be undermined by poor execution. This phase is about creating an environment, both physical and mental, that removes friction from the creation process. For your physical space, consistency is more important than perfection. Identify a dedicated location, however small, where you can record with minimal background noise and consistent lighting. This isn't about having a studio. It's about having a reliable starting point. Invest in one piece of audio equipment, a decent microphone. Clear audio is non-negotiable for credibility. For your mental space, you must develop on-camera fluency. The ability to speak naturally and confidently to a lens is a skill, not a talent. It requires deliberate practice. Before your official launch, practice delivering your scripts. Record yourself, watch it back, and note where you stumble, sound unnatural, or lose energy. This practice reduces the cognitive load of performance when you create your actual content, allowing your personality and expertise to shine through. Your production sanctuary is the workshop where your strategic intent is forged into its final form. Optimizing this space saves you time, reduces stress, and elevates the perceived quality of everything you create. Finally, we reach the sixth and ongoing phase, iterative refinement. A channel is not a static monument. It is a living system that must adapt. This phase is the commitment to using data, not guesswork, to guide your evolution. After you publish, you must become a student of your own analytics. Which videos retained audience attention the longest? What was the common thread in their opening hooks or narrative structures? Which thumbnails achieved the highest click-through rates? And what visual patterns did they share? Read your comments not just for engagement, but for qualitative feedback. What did people find most valuable or confusing? This process of iterative refinement closes the loop. It takes the real-world results from your executed plan and feeds them back into your understanding of your strategic intent and competitive intelligence. It turns creation into a continuous cycle of learning and improving. You are not just making videos. You are conducting experiments, gathering data, and refining your craft with each iteration. This mindset transforms slow growth into sustained growth and eventual success into an inevitable outcome of persistent, intelligent effort. So, let's review the foundational sequence. It begins with strategic intent, finding your unique intersection in the market. It is informed by competitive intelligence, learning from those who came before you. It is launched with deliberate launch architecture, a cohesive first impression. It communicates through algorithmic partnership, using clear signals to find your audience. It is produced within your production sanctuary, a space optimized for quality and consistency. And it evolves through iterative refinement, a commitment to data-driven growth. This sequence moves you from confusion to clarity, from effort without direction to progress with purpose. Your channel's growth is not a mystery waiting to be solved. It is a process waiting to be followed. The first step is not on the platform. It is in your planning. Define your intent. Learn from the landscape. Build your architecture. Communicate clearly. Refine relentlessly. This is the foundation. Everything else is built upon it. Now, the only question that remains is whether you will take that first, deliberate step.